Hello, my students. How are you? Good? Today we're going to talk about combining sentences and inserting phrases. First of all, you should grab your book, open page 41, grammar for writing, open page 41. Okay? So, I'm going to show you how to combine related sentences by inserting phrases from one sentence into another. So, here, short sentences are often effective. However, long, unbroken series of them can sound choppy. Okay, so you should be careful when you want to write your sentence. Do not add a lot of information. Just write it. If you can write it in one sentence, that will be much better. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Like here, for example, notice how dull the following paragraph sounds. I have seen a lot of Earthling meets Alien movies. I have seen The Last Starfighter. I have seen all the Star Trek movies. I have noticed something about these movies. I have noted that there are good humans and bad humans in these movies. I have noticed there are good and bad aliens in these movies. Even if you want to say it, like if you want to talk about this paragraph, sounds dull. Like I have noticed, I have noticed, I have seen, I have seen. There are like there are good. You can just make it much better. I'm gonna show you how. So, paragraph sounds much interesting when these short, choppy sentences are combined into longer, smoother sentences. Here you go. I have seen a lot of Earthlings meeting alien movies, including the Last Starfighter, and all of the Star Trek movies. I have noted that there are good and bad humans in these movies, as well as good and bad aliens. Can you see the difference like here in this paragraph and this paragraph? Yeah, a lot of information, a lot of period, a lot of I have seen, a lot of I have noticed. You can just make it like here smoother, you can make the you can make it short. You can write these two sentences into one sentence. That's why and then you can come up with a good sentence and strong one. Okay, I'm going to show you another thing. Here you can combine short sentences by inserting a keyword from one sentence into another. You usually need to eliminate some words in sentences that are combined. You may also need to change the form of the keyword. I'm going to show you here an example so you can learn. Here, Edgar Allan Poe led a short life. His life was tragic. So, Edgar Allan Poe led a short life. This is a sentence. His life was tragic. This is another sentence. They're separated by a period. I can you can have a choice to write it in a better way. So here, combined one. Edgar Allan Poe led a short, tragic life. Did you see the difference, from the in the first sentence and the second one? I just say Edgar Allan Poe led a short, tragic life. That's it. Okay. I can understand the sentence and it's really strong one, but the first one, Edgar Allan Poe led a short life. His life was tragic. You can just write it in one sentence. Okay, let's hear. Here we have another thing. You may also need to change the form of the word when combining your sentences. This is the original one. Edgar Allan Poe wrote strange stories. He wrote horror stories. Okay, another thing, like Edgar Allan Poe wrote strange stories. This is the first one, the first sentence. He wrote horror stories. So this is like bad sentence, weak sentence, okay? So combined one, Edgar Allan Poe wrote strange, horrifying stories. Okay, as you can see, like the second one is so good, strong. I can write it, and if I want to use it in my essay, or if I can like just edit the author's name or something, change it, I mean, sorry. Okay, see, this is how like you can combining your sentences and inserting words, phrases, whatever. Here you can also combine closely related sentences by taking a phrase from one sentence and inserting it into another sentence. Has a preposition as its object, and any modifiers of that object can usually be inserted into another sentence with no changes. You must simply omit some of the words in one of the sentence. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I was filming. Okay, like in the middle of the sequence, so I didn't know. I didn't see. So here the example here. Original 12 million immigrants came to the shores of the U.S. Period. We're done. They came through Ellis Island. Do you see? Okay, so revised. 12 million immigrants came to the shores of the U.S. through the Ellis Island. That's it, okay? As you can see, like, the second sentence much better, okay? This is this how you can learn how to write your own sentences, okay? Just want you to try and think about it, study a little bit more. Good. Here contains a verb from the usually verb form that usually ends in ing or ed. Participle phrases act in the same way as an adjective. They modify a noun or a pronoun. You can change the verb from one sentence into a participle by adding ing or ed, or by dropping the helping verb if the main verb already ends in ing or ed. Usually follows a noun or pronoun and helps to identify it, okay? Sometimes you can combine sentences that have nouns or pronouns referring to the same thing by changing one of the sentences in a positive phrase. I'm going to show you an example. So here, example combination sentences using a positive phrase. The original one, my grandfather was an immigrant. My grandfather brought with him photographs that are now souvenirs. Revised, my grandfather's an immigrant, brought with him photographs that are souvenirs. I just want you to take a look at these two sentences, and you can just notice by yourself, like these how the changes happened and how like you can write your own sentences. Okay, I'm gonna show you just examples from the book. So here, Benny was traveling through Europe. He visited several circuses. So instead of saying that, traveling through Europe, Benny visited several circuses. Here, Lisa plays in a band. The band is in New York, and Janet and Rebecca are the other members of her band. Okay, combined, Lisa plays in a band in New York with Janet and Rebecca. Do you see the different? Like Lisa plays in the first one, point, a period, another information, another sentences. Just make it much better and short, and you can like. But if you can do that, like the information in one sentence, like Lisa plays in a band in New York with Janet and Rebecca. Okay, even if you want to say it, like if you want to talk, this is long and dull, right? Here, we have time. We will buy the tickets at the ticket window. The ticket window is by the third baseline. So, when we have time to buy the tickets at the tickets window by the third baseline. So, again, another, okay, I just want you to see the difference, and I want you to hear like, here, my uncle lives in St. Louis now. He is an immigrant from Russia. My uncle, a Russian immigrant, lives in St. Louis now. Okay, I just want you to learn how to write these, and that's it. Please study this lesson. So important to improve your writing. And if you have any question or concern, please send me. Have a nice day. And thanks for watching, of course.